Hello everyone. Welcome to all in our today's lecture. Students, in the previous lecture we have started new topic from the section first, that is the prose section 1.3, the cop and the anthem. Students, in the previous lecture we have seen about the main character, we have seen about the Soapy, the main character of the story. He has no shelter to protect himself from the severe winter or snowfall. And that's why how he was trying to re-enter into the prison. Now let's see that the next paragraph, next story of this of the cop and the anthem. Third paragraph, we will discuss the story the paragraph wise. Let's see, open the page number 29 and let's see the third paragraph. At a corner of 6th Avenue, electric lights and cunningly displayed wares behind plate glass made a shop window attractive. Soapy took a stone and dashed it through the glass. People came running round the corner, a policeman in the lead. Soapy stood still with his hands in his pockets and smiled at the sight of brass button. Soapy. When the Soapy came there, here the writer given that the place name. Here 6th Avenue electric lights. When he came there and saw that the plate glass here made shop window, that time Soapy took a stone and dashed that glass with a stone. Students, why did the Soapy here dash or break that glass with a stone? Because he wanted to break, he dashed that glass of a shop window, and this crime would result in a policeman arresting him for this act, and he would be imprisoned for the winter, which was exactly here what he wanted. Means actually this was the reason, that's why here the Soapy dashed that glass of that window, here the shop window. Here then people came running round the corner, a policeman in the lead. Soapy stood still with his hands in his pocket and smiled at the sight of brass buttons. Then people came there and the policeman also. The Soapy still stood there and smiled when he saw the policeman. Student, here the writer used this another word for the police, that is the brass button. Brass button, it means that the police. When he saw the policeman, he smiled. Then let's see that what happened. He never ran away from that place. He still stood there with a smiley face when he saw here the policeman. Then, where is the man that done that? Inquired the officer agitatedly. Agitatedly, it means that here the agitatedly, angrily. The policeman inquired. Here the policeman asked to the people, where is the man who has committed this crime? Then, what the Soapy said here to the police? Don't you think that I might have had something to do with it? Said Soapy with a friendly voice as one greets good fortune. Here the Soapy with a friendly voice here said to the police, here, don't you think that I might have had something to do with it? Soapy, he had indirectly suggested to the police actually who was committed that crime. Here we know that, students, we know that Soapy was broken the glass window, and with a friendly voice he said to the police, not directly he said to the police, but we know that he had broken that glass window. Then the policeman refused to accept Soapy even as a clue. Men who smash windows do not remain to chat with the police. They took they take to their heels. The policeman saw a man halfway down the block running to catch a car. With drawn club, he joined in the pursuit. Soapy, with disgust in his heart, drifted along twice unsuccessful. Then what happened? Here the after listening friendly voice, police refused to accept Soapy even as a clue, because when he admitted his crime, Soapy was very delighted, very happy, and his friendly tone made the policeman here to accept Soapy even as a clue. But the policeman not ready to accept. Here the was made that crime, and then after that, here the policeman saw a man who was running to catch a car, who hurriedly catch a car, and then police thought that he was actual criminal. With a drawn club, he joined in the pursuit. Soapy, with disgust in his heart, drifted along twice unsuccessful. And here once again, Soapy was unsuccessful in his plan, and then his heart was broken. He felt very sad, very unhappy, because once again he failed in his plan, unsuccessful in his plan. Then let's see that the next paragraph, on the opposite side of the street was a restaurant of no great pretensions. It catered to large appetites and modest purses. Then on the opposite side of the street, opposite side of the road, he saw a restaurant. It means here it catered to large appetites and modest purses. It means that it was serving food to the people. The meaning of this expression, it catered to large appetites and modest purses, it means that it was serving food to the people who were very hungry, who those were eat more but could pay bill less. That was here the cheap sort of hotel. It was not a luxurious type hotel. Its crockery atmosphere were thick, its soup and napery thin. It means that the atmosphere of that hotel or the place was not so fresh. It means that the soup and the napery was not good. Into this place, Soapy betook himself without challenge. Here, betook, it means that to cause oneself to go. He thought that in this restaurant he get easy entry without any challenge. Then he sat there and ordered different dishes. Then he ate a beef steak, flapjacks, donuts, and pie. And then he told to the waiter the fact that the minutest coin and himself were total stranger. He told to the waiter the fact that he did not had any money. Minutest coin, it means that he had no single money. Then what happened with the Soapy? Let's that when he told about the money, he had no any single money. That time the Soapy said to the waiter, "Now get busy and call a cop," said Soapy, "and don't keep a gentleman waiting." Very hastily, Soapy said to the waiter to call the cop. Cop, it means that here the police. To call the police immediately. He said, gentleman to himself. It means that he was very eager to go into the prison, and that's why here he said to the waiter here to call the police cop immediately. Then what the waiter said to the Soapy? No cop for you, said the waiter with a voice like butter cakes and an eye like the cherry in the Manhattan cocktail Hakon. Then waiter said to the Soapy, no cop for you. We were enough for you, with a very smooth voice and a hard stony eye. That waiter said to him, neatly upon his left ear on the callous pavement. Two waiters speech to Soapy. He arose joint by joint as a carpenter's rule opens and dusted his clothes. Arrest seemed now but an elusive dream. The island seemed very far away. A policeman who stood before a drugstore 2 doors away laughed and walked down the street. Then what happened here? Then the two waiters lifted him and threw him on the callous pavement. Callous, it means that very hard pavement path. Then the two waiters here lifted him and threw him on the callous pavement, where the Soapy rose with a great difficulty. And here the policeman who was watching the incident here and laughed and walked away from that place. Elusive, it means that difficult to find, catch, or achieve. And he once again he felt in his another plan here. Student, today we will stop here. Remaining part of the story we will see in the next lecture. Thank you.